Boulangerie Christophe, and I'm here with the proprietors. Would you guys like to introduce yourselves for our viewing audience?
Of course. So my name is Sylvie. I'm here with my husband from 5 years, almost 5 years. And so my husband is a baker, and I'm in charge of the bakery and the display, the staff, the kitchen. At the beginning, my husband came to work with another bakery to be in charge of the fabrication, everything, the staff and the bakery will be...
I was the executive chef for a big bakery with a warehouse and 2 or 3 stores.
Okay. And but he wanted to change because he wanted to have something smaller,
something of your own, something that
Yeah.
you could own and
Most artisanal work.
Yeah. Mais vous avez commencé comme un pâtissier.
Oui.
Yeah, so he started as a pâtissier and then
1989.
in 2009
Yeah.
and then moved into baking bread.
Yeah. Et
Yeah.
en 1993, j'ai commencé à faire du pain.
In 1993.
1993.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Okay. So that was a long time ago. Yeah.
He's not too young.
But it looks like it's a fabulous location. Like here in Georgetown, like you've got a really steady stream of clientele, right? That really like to come in.
The Boulangerie Christophe started without us.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah. So we have another business partner, Didier Martin, and he started with a friend, so Christophe, and they finished together. They didn't want to continue, and at this moment, my husband came.
Yes.
And he wanted to do different things because they were working differently than him, and the bread is his passion. So and the pastry too.
Yeah.
So DJ, we meet all together, and we met, and it was the beginning of a beautiful story.
So I think we should go inside because now I'm really hungry listening to all these stories. And now that I know that twice you won a contest for the best baguette in America, now I think I really need to go inside and try the best baguette, the twice award-winning baguette.
We are making sandwiches with this baguette, so you can try the sandwich.
Ah, formidable, formidable. On y va.
On y va, let's go.
So this looks absolutely amazing. As soon as I saw these things start to come out, like I think I'm actually like drool is coming outside of my mouth right now. So please explain like what we have here, because you know a croissant, the pain au chocolat, a flan. But what are some of these other things that you have here? Because this I don't recognize at all.
Okay, so this is a specialty from the south of France,
Yes.
because our business partner is from Saint-Tropez, and we are making this is from, you know, normally we are making that during the summer, but people love it. It's a bread with olive oil, herbs and olives, and the weather is so sunny, so we continue that.
Je peux sentir. I can smell the olives and the herbs as soon as you brought it out.
Herbes de Provence.
Herbe de Provence. Ah oui, okay. Yeah, I think it smells amazing. And then there's like, I see a baguette with cornichon. I love cornichon.
Because this one is the sandwich, the most famous sandwich is the jambon beurre.
Oh, oui. Yeah.
So it's classic.
It is a classic. And
butter, ham, and cheese.
And
cornichon,
so
of course.
I spy the famous baguette. And so I am very excited about the baguette. But in addition to just selling the baguette, you also use that same baguette for your sandwiches. So there's not just a different type of bread that you're using for each one. I think that's really lovely. And how long does all of this take to make? Because we have like the croissant, the pain au chocolat. What do people just live here 24 hours a day making bread? Almost.
The process to make a baguette, for example, it's minimum 16 or 24 hours. So the first day I bake the dough. Okay, so the dough can
needs fermentation.
Yeah, need the fermentation
yes. Okay,
in the cold space, like cooler.
Yes.
And the day after, I cut the dough. I façon the baguettes.
Yes.
And the baguettes. It's a long process because we use sourdough, exactly un levain.
Oh oui, okay, je connais. Wait.
Natural fermentation.
Yes.
Okay. So the process needs to be slowly to make the best flavor, the best color of the bread.
Okay. And you have 3 restaurants in the two in the DC area.
One in DC, one in Macaron.
Yes. And does each location, do you make the bread and the patisserie at each location?
Yeah, absolutely.
Wow.
My husband, he doesn't want to have a warehouse.
Like a separate location for that. It's important for you to make these products.
Is so different.
It's
Yes.
very important to make from scratch all the products in all the locations.
Yes. So it looks like Croissant and the pain au chocolat are in layers. So do you make the dough and then you roll these up?
It's the same dough.
It's the same dough. And then, but what kind of, I've always wanted to know, what kind of chocolate is in a pain au chocolat? Dark chocolate.
And the butter for the croissant came from France. It's
The butter?
yeah, it's Normandy butter.
Normandy butter, which is very famous butter.
The flour is coming from France and the butter.
So you import all of these
Yes.
things in. That's what's so important. On va commencer à goûter parce que j'ai faim. Alors, where should I start? What do you recommend? What should I start with?
I think the best is, I know you want to try the
I know,
flan,
I know.
but normally we are starting with the savories.
Okay.
And test the sweet later.
Absolutely.
So I can just cut a little bit, a piece of the sandwich.
And the cheese looks like
Sweet cheese.
Swiss cheese, which is Emmental. Emmental.
Yeah.
So this is the jambon fromage jambon. So I'm just going to take a little taste because I'm very excited. I love cornichon. Oh my God. And huge fan of Emmental. It's really good. And it just, oh my God, yes, jambon beurre. That's an award-winning baguette, you guys. I'm not joking. That is really good. Yum. Okay. And this, please remind me the name of this again.
Fougasse.
Yes.
Fougasse.
Yeah.
Fougasse. Okay. I'm not familiar with this, so I'm very excited about trying it.
Typically in the south of France, the people eat the fougasse with the apéro. You know apéro in France?
Imperno, exactly. So, and they typically only would eat this in warmer months. Is that correct? Like pendant l'été, c'est juste un pain pour l'été. Okay.
But in the south of France, the summer is the whole year almost.
Oh my God, this is so good. This is really lovely. Yeah, olive noir, so black olives, green olives.
Yeah, we have
But are these like a Mediterranean type of
Yeah.
olive? Because it's the south of France.
C'est, les olives vertes sont des pichoulines.
Pichoulines. So the green olives are the pichoulines.
Et les olives noires, j'ai oublié le nom, mais c'est une des
Spécialité.
ouais, c'est une des olives noires les plus famous
Okay.
que j'utilise là pour faire le pain. Il faut que ce qui est important, c'est que les ingrédients aient du goût.
Yes.
Donc il faut absolument utiliser des très bonnes matières premières.
Yes. So he was just saying that, I mean, naturally, you want to use the very best ingredients.
Yeah.
And so everything is imported from France. And so, particularly the green olives and the black olives, you have to use premier quality in order to get such a great.
From France too.
And the ham de Provence, exactly. And so typically the fougasse is something that is consumed in the south of France with an apéro, which is an aperitif drink. So it's just like a little pre-cocktail, pre-dinner cocktail. And this. And I asked if this was just consumed during the summer and the warm months, but it's the south of France. So it's kind of nice there all the time. Like the weather is really beautiful and sunny. So even in the winter time, it's beautiful and you want to eat this with a little apéro.
So I'm gonna cut the chocolate croissant. So it's really fluffy,
Yes.
crispy on the top.
I can tell
And we
right
have
away.
2 chocolates inside. Sometimes people are putting just one, and we are putting 2.
I like that you put 2 in there. I think that's the best part. And I can tell, so as many times as I've been to France and I've lived in France, I can tell this is a French pain au chocolat from the layers and just how crispy and flaky it is. So I know that what I'm about to eat.
Inside is really important because we can see
Oh,
the fermentation
yes,
of
look
the
at
dough.
that.
And the feuilletage.
It's like the dough to make the mille feuille.
Yes.
Pâte feuilletée.
Feuilleté. Yeah. So
Okay,
that's why it's
I'm gonna make a mess, but I'm also really looking so.
Are you traveling?
In my head right now, I am traveling. That is, my taste buds are traveling. That is delicious. French pâtissier is not very sugary, and I think that's important.
That's a difference.
That is a huge difference between American sweets and French pâtissier, because you're not going to get a rush of sugar because sugar is not the first ingredient and how these things are made. So the taste is, you just get all of the other flavors, in my opinion, when you have a pâtisserie, because it's just so delicious and understated, and the flavor is just simple and it's beautiful and it's really elegant because you're not getting hit with like this rush of sugar or corn syrup or all these other like additives.
Pastry cream, you can fill the pastry cream.
Yes.
When you have chocolate, you can fill the chocolate, the caramel, everything we can,
Yes.
fill it because the sugar is not on the top. It's
Correct.
just inside with the good proportion, And we need to see inside. That's really important.
Oh my goodness.
See the lines of the, all of this is the quality. If you have something to stock, is not good.
Yes. So I'm just going to let everyone know right now, if you've had an American croissant, your whole world is about to be rocked upside down. If you have a real French croissant, you will never want to eat any other croissant in the world ever again. They just do not compare. The flavor, the flakiness, the butter.
Yeah. And we are using a real butter because a lot of people are not using butter, but margarine.
Yes,
And it's so different. The flavor is really different.
that's France.
The third thing is the cafe, the croissant and the baguette.
So speaking of baguette, I'm looking at the baguette, and I think we need to show people what a true French baguette looks like. This one in
My
particular.
husband can cut it, and because he's not cutting the baguette like that, but
Like on a diagonal, is that cool? Like on yeah.
from the middle, and like a sandwich.
Oh,
Yeah.
look at
To
this.
see a real French baguette is this technique.
And I think did UNESCO place the French baguette on a list of important? Yeah.
And
Look at this.
To see the alvéolage, you know, this is the result.
Fermentation.
That's so like
fermentation,
those
yeah.
are the result of fermentation.
The meat is not really white, it's like a cream, okay?
Yes.
The color is like a cream. And so in France, when you taste a baguette, tu casses la côte. Do you know this expression? Tu casses la côte.
You break the
Yeah.
the
the foot is crispy on the top.
You break the bread
Oh.
and you try it.
Oh my god, I'm very excited about this.
And you can hear the crispy. That's
I-
a baguette.
Feel the crunch in my mouth.
La baguette, elle doit
Yes.
croustiller.
That's
You
why.
need to hear that.
So in France, you will never have a problem buying a good baguette. You don't have to like crunch it to know
Yeah.
you're getting a good baguette. Unlike when I see people in the store here, everybody's like squeezing the baguette, listening for that sound.
Yeah, they can
But
try.
you're not going to find it. You have to, you have to buy real French baguette to get the crispy sound. So that is amazing. So crispy on the outside, soft on the inside, and that's what makes a
And
good
you
French
can keep
baguette.
it for tomorrow. It's gonna
Yes.
be fresh too.
Yes.
Okay, we're talking about the UNESCO.
Yeah, I think I read
It
that.
was in November last year, and the baguette came in UNESCO.
Yes, it's like a culturally or a
Yeah.
recognizable food of
Exactly.
French culture,
And they
right?
were waiting for that for a few years.
Yes.
And when it was a Thursday, I don't remember the date exactly, but the President Macron was
Yes.
in America, in Washington D.C. at this moment.
Oh, really?
And he wanted to have a baker, a French baker, during his speech because he was saying, okay, it's today, we need to talk about. So he put it in the speech, and my husband is in charge of the bread of the embassy, French embassy. So they called him to come, and he was, during the speech, President Macron said, come on, chef, we need to talk about that. So they talk about, and he was on the TV in France, and people were calling, oh, Stephane is there.
So Stephane, so did you get to meet President Macron when you
was the
delivered
first time.
the baguette? So you're also in charge of the bread for the French embassy in town.
Yeah, for the French ambassador.
That is amazing. What an honor, right? And to
Yeah.
meet the president and deliver the baguette.
And for this moment,
Yes, for this
UNESCO,
particular
it was
moment when
really,
UNESCO
really,
recognizes
exciting.
the baguette as important
Yeah.
cultural food of France. That's really lovely. That's so
We were
impressive.
surprised, so
I
we need
want
to talk about
I want to meet Monsieur le Président.
Yeah.
I would love that. Okay, next time he's in town, just let me know and I'll help you deliver the baguette.
We'll organize it.
Absolutely. So I've been eyeballing this flan now for several minutes, and I
And
love
the flour
flan.
is really important, and you can see the color is
Yes.
a little bit yellow.
Yes.
Because a lot of bakeries, saying bakeries, are making that with powder
Ew.
and water.
Ew.
And here we are making the real one.
Yes.
With milk, eggs,
Yes.
cream,
Heavy
everything.
cream, fresh
So you
eggs,
can see
Yes.
the difference.
the vanilla,
Yes.
real vanilla.
All of the things that are tasty about life.
So the color for flan needs to be yellow, you know?
Yes. And then how do you get this glaze on the top? Like this sort of like crispy.
They're putting that after they are cooking it before, and when it's cold, they can put a little bit. It's a sugar with water,
Okay.
to have the,
And do you use like the torch, or is it baked then with this, and it creates that? Is it like a creme brulee where you use the little
No,
no,
it's
you just bake it.
It's egg wash inside, and quand la cuisson fait la couleur, c'est ça caramélise en fait.
Okay.
L'œuf caramélise.
Okay, so it's caramelized sugar.
The creme brulee is sugar and just with fire.
Okay.
Very crispy.
Yeah. Yeah. I've spent a few afternoons in Brittany pour le goûter, right? Getting a flan at the
And the flan with the coffee is really good too.
That's
And
really
of course,
tasty.
vanilla inside. The real one.
I mean, you taste all of the ingredients
Yeah,
at
that's
one
true.
time, and you can tell that there are no preservatives, and these are all like very real whole ingredients.
Yeah.
This is absolutely stunning. This has been a real treat for someone who thinks about just being in France all the time. So please tell us how we can find you. Like, where are you located? Where are your restaurants located? What are the hours? Can we find you online?
Yeah. We have a website online, and you can find us on Instagram
Great.
and Facebook too.
Yes.
And so we have a location here in Georgetown, Washington, D.C.
And what's the address?
So it's 1422 Wisconsin Avenue
Okay.
in Georgetown. And we have another location in Maryland, in Potomac Village. It's a mall. And we have a lot of restaurants in the area, giant, some stores. And they created in Cabidon Village.
Well, Stephane and Sylvie, it's been such a pleasure meeting you
For us
here at
too.
Boulangerie Christophe.
you for
Really, thank
coming.
you so much.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm leaving. I'll see you later.